I learned this when I was like 16 to always use these fingers because they're the weakest fingers on your hand. And so you don't want to be too aggressive under your eyes. And I think it's cute and probably true. So I always do it. And I just feel like it gives these fingers purpose, because really we don't use these two. We wear a wedding ring, right? And our rings. But the actual tip of the finger, you'll feel it. You'll feel how weak it is. Just a little weak thing. So it gives it a job. It's happy to have a job. It's a happy finger with a happy job.
Hi everyone, it's Laura and welcome back to Pretty Smart Too. Today I'm flying solo and taking you through my current skincare routine, sharing a little bit about my 50-pound weight loss journey and talking about the changes I've been making in our house to create a healthier, less toxic household. Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone. This is Laura Barrow from Pretty Smart Too, and I am here in my bathroom sharing my morning skincare routine with you this week. Brandy's was last week. My turn is this week. So here we go. I'm freshly showered. I will show you what I used in my shower. I first used a little cleanser. And the cleanser that I love, that I adore, that I use every day, no matter what, is my exfoliating cleanser by ZO. It's from normal to oily skin. I would definitely say that my skin is normal to oily. So it's perfect for me. And I would say that I also love it for most people's skin, unless you are very, very dry. But if you're very, very oily, or normal, and a little dry, give it a shot. The number one mistake that I find that clients make is they don't get their skin clean enough. So use it. Dadgummit. And I know it costs more than some other cleansers, but I'm telling you, your skin will look so much better when you use this. Okay. So you're going to use this morning and night 2 times. You're going to put a dime size amount on your hand. You're going to put some warm water. You're going to rub it. It's going to get steady. Have little beads. See if I can show you. Has little exfoliation beads. Do you see them? Do you see them? Ooh, there they are. Okay, let's go back in there because it's expensive. Okay. They're going to exfoliate. They're going to distribute salicylic. They're going to do great things to your skin. You're going to scrub it. And I mean, you're going to sit there. And this is another thing. You spend more money on your products and you're using them. You're thinking about, I don't want to waste this. I'm going to do this right. I'm going to do this the right way because I spent a lot of money. And you spend a lot of money because there's good stuff in here. And there's good science behind it and all those jazzy things. So now if you have another cleanser that you like a lot, that's great. Use it. If you find that sometimes your skin's a little clogged and you need a little extra, you feel like, I need more cleanse, try the double cleanse. Try the double cleanse. I find that helps so much. And cleanse for a good solid minute, like 60 seconds. Wash it off. Do it again. 60 seconds. Another dime size. Another foamy. Another this. Okay? Do it 60 twice. So 2 minutes. Cleanse your skin. Okay. After that, I like to exfoliate my skin every day. What? You exfoliate your skin every day? Are you crazy? Oh my God, is your moisture barrier wrecked? No, it's not. It's not. Because I exfoliate my skin every day. And my skin is strong because I use good antioxidants. So, there. I use this one. Now, I have not found an exfoliating polish that I like more than this. There may be some out there. I've been an esthetician for 20 years. I haven't found one, but there's probably some good stuff out there. All right. Don't come fighting me over it. Actually, do. Let me know what you like that's just as good as this stuff because this is expensive. I don't work for them anymore. I pay full price. Okay. So this though is, and I don't work for them anymore, you guys. I'm not getting paid to say this. So that's what it looks like. It's crushed magnesium crystals. It feels so good. And even though it's so exfoliating, it feels calming probably because it's magnesium crystals. Maybe. Anyway, so you put about a nickel size on your hand and you rub it. And I do this in the shower. Okay. Because it's little crystals and they kind of go everywhere. And then you can kind of really get in there and you don't care if it's falling because you're not making a mess. So because you're in the shower. So you scrub. And again, good minute, maybe longer. In this area, when you get all those little bumps there that are under the surface, I got them right now because I've been using some extra thick SPFs. But scrub, 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 and it feels so good to get in your neck, to the KP area there, which I don't really have too bad anymore. Do that. So what? So what? So the stuff like a breast, the stuff like a breast, honey. Okay, spell it up, breast, because then you won't have the lungs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm talking like this, and just I feel like I'm in my bathroom, my hair's up. Ugh. Anyway, and I love it because it's what I like to express my personality. So you're gonna do that every day. I like to do that in the morning. I like to exfoliate in the morning. Why, you ask? Well, because I like my skin to be as glowy in the day when I'm out and about as possible. So I like to do that during the day. So I only exfoliate once a day. Okay. I cleanse my skin twice a day, actually 4 times a day. 'Cause I do it 2 times back to back in the morning and 2 times back to back at night. But at night, I don't exfoliate. Only exfoliate in the morning with my polish in the shower. Then when I get out of the shower, after I've done all the other things that you do in the shower, then I use these. Okay. Again, Zio. Again, I know. Complexion renewal pads. I like the exfoliating pads better because it's what I have right now. So this is what I'm using. Why do I like the exfoliation pads better? Because they're stronger and I'm using them and I just want to get it clean and good. And so that's why. Say your skin's a little more sensitive, a little bit drier, you probably want these. My skin is tough and it's normal, but it has a little extra oil. So I like the exfoliation. However, I'm going to show y'all something. I told y'all I did not work for them. I found Medicube. All right. These were pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. They're not as strong. I will say that they're not as strong. But if you have normal to oily, to actually normal to dry skin, fantastic. Or normal to oily. My daughter uses these and she really likes them. She definitely is more oily. Fantastic. Loving these. $21 or something like that for this. There's more. There's like 70 pads. You know what else I like about this? It's recyclable. That's not what I was going to say, but I just happened to see that. It says Love Our Planet. It says to remove this little label and then you can recycle this. So that's cool. I like that you can recycle it. Anyway, what I really think is, well, I think it's really cool because it works. But what I also think is cool about these is it comes with this cute little thing. So you're not sticking your fingers down in there and drying out your nail beds because you're sticking it down all that product. And then also no bacteria is getting in there. So I like that. Then you stick it there. It's cute. I like it. I'm liking this Meditube stuff. I'm going to try more of their products actually because I love these so much. So yeah, so I do that. Exfoliating pads every day, morning and night. So after cleansing at night and the morning after exfoliating. Now in the daytime, what do I do? The next thing that I do is I've got to wash my hands though. My hands, touching all the product. A second ago, and my hands are feeling all like sticky because I've been touching everything. I'm about to put this on my skin, so I don't want to have sticky hands. Okay. This is called exfoliation accelerator. All right. I might be able to find a cleanser that I like as much. I may be able to find an exfoliant that I like as much. Haven't yet, but I might. Found some pads that I like just as much. I don't know if I can find an exfoliation accelerator that I like as much. I'm going to say, because I don't know one like it on the market. I've never tried because I haven't seen anything like this. Okay. And the reason that I haven't seen anything like this, because you use this under your makeup. So it's exfoliating your skin throughout the day in a very, very gentle way and gives you a very fantastic glow. And it's not pulling your makeup off. How does it do that? How does it not eat away your makeup? I have no idea, you guys. I have no idea. I can't know everything. That's all I have to say. Okay. So now I'm going to put this on. Now, let me just talk about this. Let's not touch our little pumps for our hands. You're going to get cross contamination. You're going to get bacteria. Okay. So about that much. Maybe a little more. About that. However much that is, like a dime. Little dime size. Now I'm going to put this, concentrate on a little bit of a T-zone that I have. I'm not just putting in that areas. I'm also going to put it here. And look, my sister Lucy taught me this. The fabulous Lucy Lindsay. Look up her products too. Lucy's got amazing products. Seriously. And they're very affordable. She doesn't mark them up enough. Okay. So I put it in the T-zone, but then I'm putting it here. I'm not putting it right on my cheeks. I'm putting it here because, a lot of your pigment areas that you're wanting to exfoliate are going to be here. And if you start here, By the time you get here, you've like put all this product here, and then there's not as much product here. So at nighttime, I would not do this. I only do this in the daytime. Exfoliation accelerator. It's got a tingle, a little tingle. Okay, it's working. It's going down in there. It does feel like it's like when you put a salicylic pill on, or even an enzyme, and it has like little tingles. Everyone that I know that uses this swears by it. They're like, the one thing I can't live without, other than SPF and cleanser and antioxidant. But the thing that people love the most, because you just don't hear about it, is this exfoliation accelerator. I mean, honestly, right now, it looks better, doesn't it? Just doing what I did. It just keeps your skin doing what it's supposed to do, speeding up the processes, speeding up, your functions, and it just exfoliates throughout the day without pulling away your makeup. It's fantastic. So anyway, so I do that in the daytime. The next thing I do to go in all of this, look at that. Look at that. AOX serum, illuminating. My cap broke off. I can't unscrew it. It's almost empty. I cut it off. This is a makeup brush. A fantastic makeup brush by Vandil, by the way. One of my faves. I cleaned it with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the end, and I dipped it down. And put it on my. But look, there's like maybe one more. Like I'll get tomorrow out of it, if you can see in there. And that's it. So I've got today and tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully bacteria. I don't know. But I wiped it with 99% alcohol because I didn't have a spatula in my bathroom. And then I did that. I'm only human after all. And then I'm doing this, and I know there's probably oxygen getting in it anyway, but just don't let it go to waste. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Why do I love this? Well, I love it. The AOX. Oh, it smells good. It is vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. So it's your antioxidants. It's fighting off the free radicals of the world that are coming at you to get you and destroy your cells. It's killing them. It's little murderers. It's going, no. And it's fighting. It's fighting really hard for you. And it has illuminators. Look at these. That's cute. I did another video and I put this on, and that happened. I wonder if it happens like every day. I just don't pay attention. I just walk around with a little white dot on my nose. It might. Okay, so I do that. I hardly ever use eye cream. Hardly ever. I'm almost 50 years old, y'all. And I haven't gotten tox in 2 years. I'm not lying. I can move my face or filler in my lips in like 2 years. Now, let me tell y'all, I have lost 50 pounds. Over 50 pounds. So I weighed this morning, it was like 52. Since January 3rd, I started like this hardcore thing January 3rd. What do I do, you ask? Well, I have changed a lot about myself, and I'll talk about that in another episode. But one thing I do, we'll talk about it in a second, actually. We'll talk a little bit about it. But let's talk about the eye cream. In the winter, when I feel a little dry, I always keep a good eye cream because I want a good eye cream just in case these little fellas are showing their evilness. Or I've been doing this a little bit too much and I need a little. Also, keep a good eye cream in my makeup kit. I'm a professional makeup artist. I like to, because, people come in and are all sorts of dry, and I don't have time to explain skincare to them, and I don't have time to get their skin in. I got a minute to do their face. The reason I do that is because it's so hydrating and it doesn't peel off your makeup. It doesn't burn your eyes. So anyway, so I put it all over, and I can do that. I do wish, one thing I don't love about this is it comes like this. I like a pump, but there's no pump. I learned this when I was like 16 to always use these fingers because they're the weakest fingers on your hand. And so you don't want to be too aggressive under your eyes. And I think it's cute and probably true. So I always do it. And I just feel like it gives these fingers purpose. Because really, we don't use these two. We wear a wedding ring, right? At our rings. But the actual tip of the finger, you'll feel it. You'll feel how weak it is. Just a little weak thing. So it gives it a job. It's happy to have a job. It's a happy finger with a happy job. Okay, so I did that. And then I'll do this. That's what I do with my makeup clients. I'm like, stop slipping on your damn face, actor. You're an actor, not an actress. Don't you want to not look so puffy? Dang it. I can't ever actually say those things. And I did here. Anyway, I don't like to waste stuff, so I'm just like spreading it. Even in places I don't have eyes. All right, so after that, I'm pretty much done, other than SPF. So I use a few different ones. I love the Mama Soul. This is a fantastic SPF. This is what I say. The SPF that you use the one you like. That's it. Use the one you like. It is so important that we protect our skin from the sun. And I don't want to get into the sad, scary reasons, but it's so important to protect your skin from the sun. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So now I do use this. I like several SPFs just fine, but I like this one a lot because it smells great. It's lightweight. It smells like lavender. It's lovely. It does not smell or feel like SPF. It goes on super easy. I just put it on with my finger. I have used makeup brush before with it, but I just like using my hands. Makeup brushes. I love makeup sponges. I love airbrush machines. I love all of it. Okay. And I love using my hands. I do. It's like finger painting. It's art when you do your makeup. But one thing I do like about using my hands is I don't feel like I waste product. It's not getting absorbed into the bristles of the brush or to a sponge. Don't get your ears, y'all. Mama Soul has a eye SPF that works fabulous too. And she has a lip that works really well. And I love those too. I have found that this does not cause me any irritation on my eyes to use it on my eyes. I mean, I've done hot yoga and I bike a lot here in Northwest Arkansas with humidity and sweat taking down my eyes, and it doesn't burn because she didn't put the stuff in it that makes your eyes burn. This is a freaking, I mean, like I really love this. Zinc oxide, that's the ingredients. Okay. I mean, obviously it was lavender in it also, but cruelty free, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, recyclable. Dermatologist tested. It is wonderful and it's class. So it has a great feel to it. It's important to me. You can probably tell that in my products. I do like things to look pretty on my counter. I know I'm like that and all that jazz. But I do also like to be able to recycle things. And I will say the one thing I don't love about the ZO is you can't recycle these lids. At least I haven't found a recycle center that'll take the lids, the little shiny lids. They will take this. They do take this, the little container, but they won't take the shiny lids. You have to take the lids off. Anyway, so that's what I do. That's my morning routine. Then I use, a little mascara and usually a brow product because I want them to look fabulous. And then I'll use usually a little powder. I love Still Hair Rose powder. I love Jane Iredale powders. I love Makeup Forever, everything. And this little contour sticks, Makeup Forever. I absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to tell you some of my favorite things just because I have a little bit of time and I'll tell you about my weight loss journey. So on January 3rd, before January, I started thinking about I'm going to be 50. So my birthday's February 10th. So I was about to turn 49. I started thinking, what have I not accomplished? And there's several things, of course. Why me beating myself up? But there's several things that I've wanted to accomplish that haven't. What gets in your way? Yourself. Okay, I'm not going to have a pity party. I'm not blaming anything on anybody. Me gets in myself his way. Me gets in myself his way. Whatever. I get in my own self's way sometimes. And, New Year. So you start looking in the mirror and you start thinking, okay, what do I need to change? I need to freaking exercise. I need to start putting good things into my body. Not that I'm a big overeater, because I'm not really a big overeater, but I would sometimes when I had time to eat, I would choose things that would fill me up quick, that would fill with empty calories, things that were high in carbs, that sort of thing, just because I needed to eat something and I was in a rush. So I needed to prepare. That's one thing. So I started preparing myself better. So I try to not necessarily meal prep 100%, but when I get my groceries home, something I found that was really, really helpful is I wash everything and put it in little individual bags right away. And I do, because I am environmentally conscious, I have these little paper bags that I will put things in. I have glass containers that I use. So when I say bags, I have paper bags that I put things in that I would go ahead and separate out for, snacks. So I have little snack bags. So I put like an apple, a cheese stick, a boiled egg. And then, so I do things like I boil eggs, and I'll try to boil like 3 or 4 days worth of eggs at a time. When I get grapes, I go ahead and wash them. I put them in a little glass container, and then that way they're already washed. So it's not like I've got to wash the vegetables, I've got to wash the fruit. It's already washed. So that's one little thing that I do. I try to prepare like that. So I do that. I just don't keep certain things in my house. I don't keep flour. I keep coconut flour. I keep honey. I don't keep sugar. I just try to substitute everything and make it a healthier household. We also don't cook with Teflon anymore or with plastic. We try to only use things that are safe, non toxic, which is very important to me. And that's like a whole other episode. But I really tried my cutting boards even are wood. They're not plastic. I bought a lead tester to test everything. I was really surprised at how many things in my household had lead in them, which could cause us all sorts of other issues. I had my hormone levels checked. That's another thing. At this age, it's time for hormones. I'm almost 50 years old. So I did all of those things. Then I just started researching and reading and things that would help me. One of the things is I do drink quite a bit of water, but I still sometimes would feel dehydrated. So I started doing research on hydration, electrolytes. And this is one thing I found. I got rid of my normal salt. The salt that we have is like table salt. This product, not as much sodium in it. This is a better choice to have your actual mineral that you need. Those are stripped out in our table salts. I had no idea they stripped those out. They harvest this. It says it contains no additives or additional ingredient. 100% unrefined sea salt, solar dehydrated. So this is just from out of the ocean and dried out. And there's directions on this on how to use it. You can put it in water and you can drink it, and it acts as it's your electrolytes. It's filling your body. I feel so much better when I use this. I'm not kidding. This right here. And also, I only drink, well, I do drink tap water some because I get thirsty, but I try to only buy, instead of the filtered water that you buy, I only buy spring water. Um, those have been huge, just right there. I'm also a lot more active. I bike a lot, and I hike a lot, and I swim a lot. And here's a big one. I don't drink alcohol. I know. I'm no fun. I lost subscribers. Everybody's gone now. Nobody wants to hear about it, but that's the way it is. I got rid of it. I've had a glass of wine for a celebration, but as far as like often drinking, mm-mm. I used to hear red wine, drink red wine. It's good for you. It ain't. The stuff that's good in it. You'd have to drink so much red wine that you can't. So if you need that, take the supplements. All right. There's nothing good in it. I know I'm so not fun about this anymore, but I'm just like, it's so bad for you. It's just poison. It's not good for your cells. I want to be careful, right? I don't want to just fill my body with things that are causing side effects that make me not feel happy about myself. I want to use things that make me feel happy, hydrated, rested, good, alert. I'm trying to read a lot more. I'm taking a really good daily vitamin supplement regime. That's a whole other episode. I'm just trying to be thoughtful in all aspects of my life as much as I can. And I know I'm not perfect because I find all the time things that I need to work on. But I found just changing those little things, going to the grocery store, prepping my food, really making conscious choices every time I have to put something in or on my body. I set more time aside for things like prepping. I don't worry about certain things that get in the way of living a healthy lifestyle. And I do things. So actually, I wanted to show you guys this too. This is something I found. It's available at Walmart. This is the best. It's empty. It's one of my faves. I use this a couple times a week in my bath. It's just so nice. It makes me feel good. It smells good. Kind of stays on the skin, so it kind of gets your skin smelling good too for a little bit after. After my shower today, I put it in my bath and took a little soak because I know I was going to be doing this and I wanted to be real prepared and relaxed mentally. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that. and I feel so much better and happier and more at peace. And you know what? If it's not for me, I'm just telling people, I'm sorry, it's just not for me. I'm not interested. I know some of the products I use today, yes, they do have some chemicals in them. I would love to use only natural products, but I do find that some of my products that actually correct sun damage, take away discoloration, that sort of thing, they do have ingredients in them that some people would consider not clean ingredients. Well, my thing is to that, it's not even irritating my skin, it's making my skin look better. H2O is a chemical. I don't want to use any toxic chemicals. Um, I'm doing the best I can, doing the best I can. So I'm sure I can do better, but I'm doing the best I can for right now. And I think that that is good. And all I have to say is I'm proud of you, whoever you are out there listening, because obviously, if you listen to this whole spill, you're on a similar journey or interested in this journey. And that right there is reason enough to be proud of yourself because it's not easy to get started, but you got to get started and you got to stick with it and you're going to do great. Thank you for joining us on Pretty Smart too. And we look forward to seeing you next week. We have a special guest. Bye. Like, share, subscribe, please. Adios.